We are live with another one, guys. We are live with another one. Okay. And guys, topic of discussion today. Okay. Topic of discussion today will have to be there's drama in paradise, guys. There is drama in paradise. Apparently, Chael Sonnen, the Chael Sonnen, baddest man on the planet, Chael Sonnen. Guys, he's given his 2 cents. He's given his opinion. And unfortunately, sometimes opinions suck. And apparently, that's what Islam Makachev thought about Chael Sonnen's opinions about, his thoughts on Islam Makachev moving up. Apparently, Chael Sonnen thinks that Islam Makachev was running away from Ilya Taporia. Apparently, Chael Sonnen believes that Islam Makachev was afraid to fight Ilya Taporia. Guys, apparently, Chael Sonnen had made some public statements about the fear, okay, that Islam Makhachev has and had against going with Ilia Taporia, guys. Islam Makhachev says to shut his mouth. Islam Makhachev says the only reason why you got any opportunity in the first place is because you know how to run your mouth. And still to this day, you're still running your mouth. That's what Islam Makhachev basically said. Not verbatim, obviously, but that's basically what he said. Now, everybody has their opinions, okay? Some people say this, some people say that. Now, when it comes to me, I don't think Islam Makhachev was running away from Ilia Taporia. I don't think so, man. I just don't. I don't see that. I don't see it happening. I think Islam Makhachev just wants to move up and have better health. Because believe it or not, guys, that weight cut is unbelievable. That weight cut is not healthy. It's not healthy for your brain. It's not healthy for your body. It's not healthy for anything. All right. So I think Islam Makhachev just wanted a better opportunity, in a different weight class to make history. That's my opinion. I don't think he was afraid of Ilia Taporia. No way. No way. These guys are fighters. I mean, they fought the who's who. But no, I don't think that's true, man. I don't think that's true. What is that? Say D? Say D, what's going on, man? What is going on? Prit Prit Singh, how you doing? How you doing? Bless everybody. Bless. Guys, like and subscribe if you are new to the channel. Okay, it takes minimal effort to give me the thumbs up, so you might as well do it, guys. I appreciate each and every one of you guys, okay? But yeah, guys, I mean, I don't know what's up with Chael Sonnen. I don't know what's up with the guy. I really don't. You know? I mean, maybe he strongly feels that way. Maybe he really believes that Islam Makhachev didn't want to fight Ilya. Maybe that's truly cold-heartedly what Chael Sonnen believes. But I don't know. I don't know. I don't know why anybody would believe that. You know what I mean? These are fighters. At the end of the day, they're gonna fight whoever it is. You know what I mean? Same situation that's happening with John Jones right now. A lot of people are saying that he's afraid of Tom Aspinall. He doesn't want to get beat. Guys, it has nothing to do with that. It has nothing to do with that. You know what I mean? Have no fear. GTA Shorts is here. Welcome, GTA Shorts. That's 2 days in a row, GTA Shorts. 2 days on a row. I appreciate you, man. Thank you for being on the chat, man. How's everything? All right. How's you know what I mean? How's your how was your Thursday and how's your Friday, man? How's your Friday starting out? But yeah, same situation with John Jones, guys. I mean, I honestly don't think John Jones is afraid of Tom Aspinall. I just believe Tom Aspinall doesn't have anything to offer John Jones that's credible. So I think John Jones is just waiting on the limbs to most likely retire. And I'm good, man. I'm good, GTA. I can't complain, man. I can't complain. Today has been a sweet day. You know what I mean? It hasn't really hasn't been bad at all. You know what I mean? It's been good. You know, so I can't complain, man. I can't complain. You know what I mean? I'm continuously being blessed. So I gotta thank the man above, man. I gotta thank him, to be honest with you. But guys, like and subscribe, man. It takes minimal effort to give me the thumbs up, so you might as well do it, man. I appreciate each and every one of you guys, man. I can't stress that enough. Now, I am supposed to make my UFC fight predictions today. I did say that yesterday. However, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait on making my UFC fight predictions, and I'm gonna save it for another vid. Maybe, just maybe, you'll get my fight predictions here. You know, maybe today, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. I have it right in front of me. I have the fight predictions right in front of me. Like I said, I'm 101 and 76 with my UFC fight predictions for 2025. That's a great record. So I am gonna make more predictions, but we shall see. We shall see if I come out with this week, or would I just wait till next week when the fight actually happens? Do you stream every day? GTA asks, do I stream every day? Almost. You know what I mean? I basically I tried to stream every day, man. I tried to stream every single day, at least once a day, and sometimes you get multiple. You know what I mean? Multiple a day. I be killing it. Sometimes I'll be on here and I'll hit you with like 2 or 3 lives, one day if I have the time. So yeah, man. Yeah, I am on here. I am on here, man. I am on here, guys. I really am. Now, there are some rumors out there, guys, right now that's kind of got me disgusted. You know what I mean? It really oh god, when I heard about this, I was just like, why? Why would they do that? It just it just sucks at this point. You know what I mean? Well, there's rumors out there that Volk most likely is going to defend his belt against yours truly, no other than Yair Rodriguez, guys. And that's crazy to me. That shit is crazy to me. That dude was on a losing streak, and then all of a sudden he wins one fight against a dead body pit bull, who I believe he's like 1-3 in his last 4, if I'm not mistaken. I believe he's like 1-3 in his last 4, and Yair Rodriguez goes in there. Don't get me wrong; it was a great performance. All right, it was a retro performance, so to speak, for Yair Rodriguez. He just picked him apart. You know what I mean? He totally picked Pitbull apart, man. He really did. But that's one win against a dead body, man. I mean, Yair Rodriguez got beat by Brian Ortega, guys, and Brian Ortega is not up here challenging for any belts. What do you think about Jake Paul and Mike Tyson fight? I mean, that was when it comes to Jake Paul. To be honest with you, I think all of his fights are fixed, man. I'm just being real, man. I'm just being real. I think all of his fights are fixed, bro. Like that's what I believe, man. So for the Mike Tyson fight, yeah, it definitely was fixed. Even Mike Tyson, with his old age, he would have knocked out Jake Paul. You know what I mean? And the only fight that I did watch that kind of I was like, all right, maybe he has some type of weapons is that fight with Mike Perry when Jake Paul fought Mike Perry. Mike Perry stepped in on short notice. Now that was a fight that I watched. I was like, he kind of yeah, but that's not against like a really really good striker. He's a good striker. Mike Perry is a good striker, but in a different sense. You know what I mean? There are 100%. The only fight that wasn't fixed was Tom Fury, and he lost. I like that, Max. I like that train of thought. I agree with you. What is your height? What is it? Sunil Kumar. I don't know, man. I haven't taken my height in a while, but I'm probably like 5'7". You know what I mean? I'm probably like 5'7", and most likely without shoes, I'm probably like I don't know. I have no idea, but I'm probably like 5'7". Yeah. Did you see his sparring? Did you see his sparring? He would have eaten my point exactly. If you're talking about Mike Tyson, I agree with you, GTA. I mean, when it comes to Mike Tyson, man, I'll tell you what, man. I've been around long enough, gyms and stuff like that to, I got a chance to spar with older guys, and I tell you what, man. Even at their 50s, even in their mid 50s, bro, they hit you with a power punch. I guarantee you're gonna feel it. You're gonna feel it, especially somebody who's been boxing, at the highest of the highest level. Oh, you no, you're gonna feel that punch. He wasn't throwing any punches. He was blocking. Yeah, he was. You talking about Tyson, right? Tyson was blocking. Yeah, I mean, it just, I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, I call fix. I call fix real quick. Even my lady who doesn't know fighting like I do claims she clearly saw Tyson hold back and stop his instinctual punch against Jake a few times. I agree with you, man. I agree with you. That whole shit was fixed, man. That whole shit was fixed, man. I mean, if somebody came up to me and said, "Hey, we'll give you, whatever, like I don't know, $5 million or whatever it might have been, to take a fall," I mean, shit. You can't really ask for anything much easier for Mike Tyson. I mean, shit. You know what I mean? Like yeah, yeah. It probably was fixed. It probably was fixed for sure, guys. Come on now. Let's be real, man. Let's be real. Come on. Let's be real, guys. But yeah, guys, the topic of discussion is Chael Sonnen and Islam Makhachev. Man, I hope they could fix their issues right now. Chael Sonnen, he's always the guy's always outspoken. You know what I mean? He's gonna say what he wants to say when he wants to say it, and he has. And unfortunately, Islam Makhachev, he has his own opinion about Chael Sonnen as well. So just I think honestly though, I honestly think Islam Makhachev is not running away from Ilya Taporia. That is far from the truth in my mind, and I just think he's tired of cutting weight. 5 mil to go on the floor, he ruined his name. Well, GTA, not really, man. GTA, not really. I mean, Mike Tyson is Mike Tyson. You know what I mean? I mean, nobody is gonna be like, oh, but he lost to Jake Paul. Nobody's gonna give a shit about that. At least I don't. I really don't give a shit that he could lose again right now. I'm still gonna think of him as the same. You know what I mean? He's Mike Tyson, man. Come on now. You know what I mean? Especially at his old age. Come on. I'm not gonna lie though. Jake may have gotten my guy Ben Askren. Oh my gosh, I can't believe you, Max. I can't believe you brought up Ben Askren. I haven't heard that name in forever. Yeah, yeah. I don't know about that either, man. I mean, maybe he called him. You know what I mean? Maybe, but I don't know. I don't know. That one looked fixed as well too, man. That one happened so quickly. You know what I mean? So quickly. It was one of the biggest paydays for Ben Askren. I mean, that could have been easily fixed. You know what I mean? Easily. But I don't know, man. I just put up my hands and I say I don't know. Prime, he was a beast. Yeah, Mike Tyson was a beast in his prime. You know what I mean? Half of the battle was getting over the fact that you was gonna get hit. A lot of the, fighters that Mike Tyson fought, they just couldn't. I mean, it was almost as if it wasn't reality. Like they couldn't, come to a compromise to understand that I'm going to get hit by this guy. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna walk through it. Most of them are like, no, I'm gonna get hit, and if I get hit, I'm going to sleep. And that's basically what happened. Ben felt like it was fake though. I uh be I'll be honest, but he cannot strike. Ben Ben Askren can't strike. That guy, his striking is awful. All right, actually, his striking is non-existent. To be honest with you, all he is a wrestler. Okay, that's how he won all his fights is wrestling. Barely any strikes. I could tell you that much. And now, you know, when it comes to Ben Askren, he might be a terrible striker, but he's a great actor. Great actor. I could tell you that much. Genuinely non-existent. Genuinely, it's non-existent, guys. Ben Askren, Ben Askren that has no type of striking at all whatsoever. Okay, I mean, the guy's awful. Okay, the guy's awful. Only in mixed martial arts, you can be awful at something and still, be at a high level. You know what I mean? It's crazy. That's how George predicted the knee when he shot for the takedown. Max, I agree with you. You know what I mean? I agree with you wholeheartedly. George Mazadov definitely, he definitely took advantage of Ben Askren. He definitely did, and he got used to, George got used to, his mannerisms, and he knew if I come out like this, he's gonna react like this, and it went according to plan, man. Did you know he tried to pay a zoo to wrestle a tiger? GTA, he would have definitely lost against the tiger. Okay, he would have definitely lost against the tiger. The tiger would have killed him worse than Robbie Lawler killed him. Robbie Lawler literally killed Ben Askren and revived Ben Askren, and then killed him again, and then revived him. Ben Askren, he was dead and brought back by Robbie Lawler. I'll tell you that much. UFC is leveraging a potential Tom Aspinall versus John Jones as leverage to strengthen their new media deal. After securing the deal, they'll announce Aspinall versus Cyril Gahn for the heavyweight title. Well, look, Conor McGregor, I got you. I understand totally what you're talking about, especially if you're talking about Tom Aspinall and John Jones. But I already said this, and I'm going to say it again. I made multiple videos about John Jones and Tom Aspinall and that fight, and the UFC and Dana White inability to actually book it. Guys, that fight is never going to happen. John Jones will not be fighting Tom Aspinall. This is for the thousand millionth time. John Jones is checked out just like Dana White is checked out. John Jones is retired. The last time you saw John Jones fight was against Stipe. Okay. And Tom Aspinall, yes, he will fight. And most likely it will be against Cyril Gahn. Okay. But it's just a travesty that we had to sit back and, watch this debacle. Honestly, fucking UFC heavyweight division is in shambles as it is, guys. Interesting take, Connor. Very true, Max. Very true. Very interesting take, Connor. It was very interesting. I like that. I like that, man. GTA. Yup. My favorite boxer was Rocky Marciano. That's what's up, man. That is what's up. Robbie dumped my guy Ben on his head. He did. He literally did, guys. He dumped him on his head. He knocked him out, killed him, revived him, killed him again, and then revived him. It was crazy to watch. It really was. And then I don't know how Robbie Lawler lost. I really don't. But yeah, Ben Askren ended up putting out the win. I'm like, are you kidding me right now? What the hell just happened? Yeah, unbelievable. Now, when it comes to Tom Aspinall, I do feel for the guy as well, man, because he had to wait damn near a fucking year. Sorry for swearing, but he damn near a year, to basically get nothing from John Jones and the UFC. Because I bet the UFC was like, it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. You just gotta be patient. You gotta be patient. And here he is waiting, and nothing fucking happens. Unbelievable. UFC is unbelievable. Yeah, I agree. JBJ retirement fight with Stipe. 100%, guys. 100%. I love how Cyril moves at heavyweight. Uh, yeah, good striker. You know, what we need is more like likely bet John Jones versus Athno or Connor versus Chandler. Uh, at this point, at this point, none of those are going to happen, guys. Conor McGregor is definitely not coming back to the UFC. Okay, he's definitely not coming back to the UFC. And if Conor McGregor does come back to the UFC, he cannot fight Michael Chandler. That guy is on a losing streak. There's no, it wouldn't be credible. You know what I mean? So that fight is not happening. John Jones fight is not happening. Both of those are just trash. They're not happening. Like 49-0 was his record. Really? I meant striking wise for Cyril. Yeah. That's exactly what I was what I thought you meant as well, Max. I mean, still though, that heavyweight division is in shambles. It really is. That heavyweight division is in shambles. Nobody is excited for that division at all. It's a sad story, man. It really is. It's a sad story. Anyways, have a great night. I'm gonna go. All right, GTA, you have a good one, man. You have a good one. Thank you for being here. On the chat, on the live. I appreciate you. Guys, like and subscribe if you are new to the channel. Okay, it takes minimal effort to give me the thumbs up, so you might as well do it. And please don't forget to click that bell notification. Okay, it keeps us all connected in this beautiful community, man. I couldn't do this without you guys, so thank you. See you soon. Yes, man, you will. You definitely will see me soon. Like I said, I come on here like daily. So you definitely will see me soon. And guys, I will be holding once a week live specifically for the Ultimate Fighter. I'm debating whether I want to do a live, while watching the actual show. But I might not. I might just watch the show and then give give my opinions, on the live after the show is done. That's most likely what I'll do, to be honest with you. But I will be getting on here most likely after I watch Ultimate Fighter, and I'm gonna critique it. I'm gonna critique it from the beginning to the end. All right, because in my opinion, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die right here, man, when I say this. But I'm gonna die on a hill. Chael Sonnen in DC. In my head, it just doesn't sound entertaining. It doesn't. It doesn't even sound exciting at all. But what does sound exciting is Adesanya and Strickland as coaches for the Ultimate Fighter. Man, that just sounds interesting. That sounds wow. That sounds like I want to watch that right now. But unfortunately, the UFC has other plans. Who is your favorite active male and female UFC fighter? Oh man. Honestly, man, I don't. You know, I've distanced myself so much from that actual thought. Like, I don't have a favorite fighter of like right now. Like, I really don't have a favorite fighter. I can't say right now that I look at anybody, I'm like, oh yeah, he's my favorite fighter. Like, all of my favorite fighters are retired. You know what I mean? I've been watching the UFC since 2003. Okay, since 2003, I've been watching the Ultimate Fighter, and yeah, all my favorite fighters are retired. I don't really have a favorite fighter in the UFC as of right now. I mean, I like a lot of fighters, but I just don't have a favorite, man, and that's just real talk. I'm just being honest. Um, Honestly, the newer gen doesn't excite me as much. Our gen is all done. Yeah, man. Yeah, that's my point exactly. My point exactly, Max. What's the UFC 318 co-main event? I'm not sure. I'm not sure who's the co-main event for 318. I think Who is the co-main event for that event? I'm not sure. I'm not sure, and my computer is not right in front of me because it's I gotta fix my computer, so I can't really go check it. But I don't know. I don't know who's gonna co-main event that card. I really don't. I don't know who's gonna be behind Holloway and Dustin. But good question. Good question. I gotta check that out, Connor. I have to check that out for sure. All right. But yeah, when it comes to my favorite fighters, man, I just can't. I don't know. I'm not that invested in. I'm not invested in the fighters anymore like that. You know what I mean? I'm more. I like guys, and you know what I mean. Like I like analyzing. I like commentating on the fighters, but to sit here and say I have a favorite fighter, I just don't. To be honest with you, I don't. My favorite fighters were back in the day, man. We're talking, BJ Penn. We're talking Randy Couture. We're talking Demetrius Johnson, GSP, Anderson Silva. Oh, man. Shogun Hua, especially in Pride. Oh my gosh. Dan Henderson, especially in Pride. Um, Vanderlei Silva in Pride. Rampage Jackson in Pride. Chuck Liddell. I mean, just so many fighters back in the day where I loved them all, man. I really did. And now not so much. Co-main Ritera versus Allen. Vittori versus Allen. Oh, okay. That's a good one. That's a good one. GSP is my GOAT. Don Fry. Don Fry. I mean, that's long ago. But yeah, GSP is great, man. GSP is great. You know what I mean? That guy has accomplished some things, man. And the way he left, it was perfect. It was if you could have you couldn't have written it any better, man. You really couldn't. He left the welterweight division, then came back, won the belt, and then left the middleweight division. So he did some good things. I like Demetrius too. Yeah, man, I like Demetrius, Max. Demetrius was phenomenal. You know what I mean? Phenomenal. I mean, a lot of people don't want to give him the credit because he's a flyweight or he was a flyweight, but I mean, I don't give a damn if he was a flyweight or not. The guy showed some tremendous technique, man. Tremendous technique. Some technique that you would never even see in the other divisions. So yeah, man. Demetrius Johnson was he was an animal, man. He really was. Yeah, Bisming at 185. Yeah, man. I like Bisming. I like Bisming. I like Bisming. I remember Bisming, man. I remember the first time I saw Bisming. It was on the Ultimate Fighter. And I honestly thought Michael Bisping was a jackass. I disliked Michael Bisping so much, man. I really did, man. I really, really did. And I think the reason why I dislike Michael Bisping is because to me, he was like a bully on the show. You know what I mean? I remember there was one episode where he was making fun of Matt Hamill, and he was like making fun of how Matt Hamill talked. Because I don't know if you guys are familiar, but Matt Hamill, he was the guy on the show on the Ultimate Fighter with Michael Bisping on the same team, but he was deaf. Matt Hamill was deaf, so he would talk in a certain tone. And I remember Michael Bisping just making fun of the way he talked. I'm like, man, this guy is a fucking asshole. I don't like Michael Bisping. But then later on, he grew on me. He did. He grew on me. Uh, Bisping was unlikable for sure. He really was, man. Especially on that show. He just, I don't know. On that show, he just thought he was the best, and he thought that he needed to get all the attention. He was crying to Tito Ortiz, like, "Hey, show me attention, show me attention. You're showing all the attention to Matt Hamill. What the fuck is going on?" And I just remember that and seeing that, and I'm like, "Yo, Michael Bisping is a fucking bitch." But he's not. He's not. He's a cool dude. From what I see, you know what I mean? He's a cool dude. His show, I mean his podcast that he has on YouTube, I watch it. He's really good. Um, but yeah, how would you match make rest of 155 division with Armin, Gaethje, Patty? Well, I already did this. I made a video about the way the landscape should look. And in my opinion, I think Justin Gaethje. Uh, let me see. I think Justin Gaethje should fight Paddy Pimblett. I think Justin Gaethje should fight Paddy Pimblett, but I think it's an easier path for Paddy Pimblett to win just because Justin Gaethje, he virtually, I mean, he has good defensive wrestling, but wrestling and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu in general, once it hits the ground, Chael Sonnen, I mean, Chael Sonnen, um, Justin Gaethje, I mean, he's not good. He's not good when it comes to, wrestling and when it comes to Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. So I think Paddy Pimblett will be able to get the dub on that one. And if we're talking about let me see. You got Armin. You said Armin. Oh man, when it comes to Armin, I mean, in my opinion, he's the number one contender. I think, you know, I think arguably, he should fight Ilya Taporia or Charles Oliveira, whoever wins that fight. To be honest, I'm just being real. I don't even know why he needs to fight one more time. Maybe he fights one more time, obviously, to keep himself busy and keep himself active. But he doesn't have to, man. In my opinion, he is the number one contender. And let's not forget about Dan Hooker, guys. I want to see Dan Hooker in a fight too. I think Dan Hooker and Michael Chandler should go at it again. They should do Dan Hooker, Michael Chandler 2 rematch, and Dan Hooker beats Michael Chandler. I agree. The grappling isn't there for Justin. Definitely isn't. Paddy impressed me against Mike. He did. Yeah, Paddy Pimblett definitely did impress me, man. The guy has good Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. He really does. I think the fact that Paddy walks around so heavy outside of the cage gives him a strength advantage at lightweight when he cuts. Possibly, man. Possibly. But again, I mean, how would it look for Paddy Pimblett, if he was to face eventually later on, face a guy like Charles Oliveira? Like, who wins that fight? You know what I mean? Like, if the fight touches the ground, you think Paddy Pimblett is going to submit Charles Oliveira? Ooh, I don't know about that. I don't know about that, guys. That's a tall order. Guys, like and subscribe if you are new to the channel. It takes minimal effort to give me the thumbs up, so you might as well do it, okay? And if you're not new to the channel, you already know what it is. After the 30-minute mark, we can start talking about whatever it is you want to talk about. It does not have to be mixed martial arts related. Rapid fire, guys. You already know what it is. Nah, Olive's too slick in BJ. Yeah, man. You see, Max. Those are the questions that we need to ask ourselves. Excuse me. We need to ask ourselves because at the end of the day, those are future fights for Paddy Pimblett. Paddy is also hittable. Gaethje could sleep him. Yeah, I agree with you. But I mean, I don't know. I think Paddy Pimblett would do his due diligence and he will get the read on Justin and most likely get the takedown and submit Justin. I could see that happening. I really can. I could really see that happening just because, like I said, Justin Gaethje's wrestling and his Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is it's non-existent, guys. It's non-existent. But then you've got Justin, who is aging but impressed me with physique yet again. I don't think he. I mean, I don't. I don't know about that. I like physique, but that fight was on short notice, and he was still able to hang in there with Justin Gaethje. And in my opinion, nah. I think Justin Gaethje. Yeah, I think Justin Gaethje gets beaten by Paddy Pimblett, most likely by submission. Sorry about that, guys. I had to pick something up. I think he gets beat by Paddy by submission, man. If I had to put my money on it, you know, straight up, straight up. I think that's fair take. Yeah, I mean, I mean, I just like you said, Justin Gaethje is aging, and not only is he aging, but he's been on some wars, and he's been on some terrible wars where he gets knocked out. You know what I mean? And he's been knocked out multiple times in the UFC. So yeah, I mean, yeah. I only see Justin winning by KO. Got you. Not sure how else he could win. That's the only way he could win. That is the only way Justin Gaethje could beat that guy, Paddy Pimblett, is by knocking him out. And wishful thinking, guys. Wishful thinking. Same situation that's going on with Merab and Sean O'Malley. The only way Sean O'Malley wins that fight is by wishful thinking, and he lands just a significant strike that rocks Merab, and he finishes him. That's the only way Sean O'Malley wins that fight. Paddy versus Arman gets interesting. Yeah, I think so, but I think Arman wins that fight. I think Arman is just bigger. I think he's stronger, and he has more abilities. Yo, 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 what is good? Retro Flux. What is good with you, man? I'm doing good. What is going on with you, Retro Flux? Hopefully you're having a good one. And you already know what it is. Welcome to the chat, man. Welcome to the chat, guys. Welcome. But yeah, guys, like and subscribe if you are new to the channel. Okay, like and subscribe if you are new to the channel. It takes minimal effort to give me the thumbs up, so you might as well do it, guys. I'm not excited about Merab O'Malley too. I'm definitely not excited about that, Max. I mean, talk about Dana White privilege, huh? Merab is a beast at bantamweight. Definitely is a beast at bantamweight, and like I said, the only way he loses is if he walks into a punch like Aljamain Sterling did, and I don't see that happening. I honestly don't see that happening. All right. Arman versus Ilya for the lightweight belt, and you that is the fight to make. I think that is the fight to make. In my opinion, I think that is the fight to make. I think Arman, they did him a disservice just because he got injured and he had to pull out of his fight with Islam. I think they did him a huge disservice. I think he's still the number one contender and the rightful number one contender, to be real. Dana White privilege. Tony is so funny. It's true, though. It's true. Come on now. It's true. Tony Ferguson wasn't lying, guys. Pathy Mix might have something to say. I do want to see how Patchy does. Yeah. Do want to see that. I agree with you. That's one division that's always stacked. Like the lightweight division, always stacked. Welterweight division, doing great, always stacked. I mean, these divisions are great, man. It's just, man, the UFC, they're doing a good job of just fucking up some important divisions. The heavyweight division is supposed to be the staple, and unfortunately, it's not. Every time a fighter from another organization comes over, I like to see it. Yeah, for sure. I agree with you. I agree with you wholeheartedly. And that's the new signing. Patchy Mix is a new signing, to the UFC. And he has some he has some abilities. He really does. But we shall see. We shall see who he how he does. We shall see how he does against UFC opponents. You feel me? Let me see. Please say. I don't know what that means, man. MVP was fun to see come over. Yeah, MVP was fun to see come over. The guy is always the guy is always in a entertaining fight. He's an entertaining, striker. Very elusive, very quick. Even at his age, he's very elusive and very quick, man. I'm impressed with MVP. I really am. John has leverage because he knows after he leaves, there is nothing at heavyweight. Tommy doesn't have any challenges there. I agree with you, Retro Flux. I agree with you. I said it over 100 times. There's nothing there in the heavyweight division. The heavyweight division is in shambles. Tom Aspinall has no one to build a legacy off of. That's why he really wanted that John Jones fight, to build his legacy off of. But unfortunately, John Jones is out of here, okay? And Tom Aspinall is left with a big pile of shit, because that's what the heavyweight division is. No disrespect to those guys, but that's what it is. Who is Volk supposed to fight next? Oh my God, Max. The rumors are he's gonna fight Yair Rodriguez. Ugh. I don't want to watch that fight at all, man. I don't want to see Volk versus Yair Rodriguez. I already saw that, and Volk whipped his ass. You know what I mean? He just from the beginning to end, there was nothing that Yair Rodriguez could have done to win that fight. It's like, and now they're gonna book that fight again. Oh my gosh! I hope the rumors are wrong. I really hope the rumors are wrong because I do not want to see Volk versus Yair Rodriguez. I don't want to see that. I just don't. I don't give a shit about that. Islam and man, that's lame. Volk should just retire. He's done enough. Yo, that's crazy, man. That it's crazy how you can go from being the pound for pound. Because there was once where, Volk was the pound for pound man. Especially after that fight with Islam, where that fight went 5 rounds and he showed that he could hang in there, and people actually was like, "Yo, Volk won against Islam." Oh, you can go from there to here where we at today. It's crazy. It's crazy. Mixed martial arts is nuts. Interesting take. I think Wonder Boy might have been the greatest welterweight if he would have developed his wrestling and overall grappling game. Saw his age recently and was mind blown that he is still here. Yeah, man, the guy is old. He's still here and he's still competing at a high level. You know what I mean? He just got, he lost against Buckley, but Buckley is on his way to fight Kamaru Usman. And, Buckley is one fight away, one win away from actually challenging for that welterweight strap. So, yeah. We both agreed like a week ago, Volk just isn't in his prime anymore, and he's still the champ. He's just that good. Yeah, man, I agree with you. I agree with you, Max. He's definitely not in his prime. Volk is definitely not in his prime anymore, but he's still doing his thing. He still finds success. You know, in that Lopez fight though, there was moments where where Lopez would hit Volk, and the reaction to the punch, it was a little concerning. It was a little concerning, but he still was able to finish the fight and win. Bro, what is the topic about? MS Facts. Well, after the 30-minute mark, we start talking about whatever it is we want to talk about. It doesn't have to be mixed martial arts related, but the topic at hand earlier, before the 30-minute mark, it was about Chael Sonnen and Islam Makhachev, the drama that occurred. But right now, it could be whatever it is you want. Excuse me. Only Georgians and Conor fans thought that Topuria would beat Islam. Any sane MMA fan knows that Islam would have been a negative 400 against Topuria, but would probably be an underdog against Shavkat. Okay, that's a good point. That's a good point. MMA fighter. That is a good point. I totally understand where you're coming from. You know what I mean? I totally understand that. It should have been Yair versus Lopez. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what it should have been, to be honest with you, but I do not want to see Yair Rodriguez standing across from Volk. I don't want to see that. I saw that already. Yair Rodriguez got dominated. There was not even one moment in that fight that I said, wow, oh my God, oh shit, Yair Rodriguez might win. Not even a second. Not even. Okay? So I don't want to see that shit. Who lost more aura? Chimaev when he fought Burns or Shavkat when he fought Ian? I don't think any of them. I don't think any of them lost any aura, Max. I really don't. You know what I mean? Styles make matchups, man. Style make matchups. They really do. And when it came to Gilbert Burns, he came to fight. And he did. He came to fight against Chimaev. And now Shavkat, Ian Garry is a tough match for anybody. For anybody. You saw what he did against Carlos Prates. So I don't think any of them lost their aura. I just think they were against formidable opponents. You the lightweight division needs some crazy again. Bring back Tony. Retro Flux. Don't you ever say that again. Don't you ever say Tony Ferguson again and say he needs to come back after that. Don't say that sentence again. No. Tony Ferguson is one of my favorite fighters. Okay. Now, with that said, the guy should retire. He should not be 1,000 feet from a damn octagon. Okay? The guy should be home taking care of his family. Forget about fighting. Okay? Forget about fighting for Tony Ferguson. But when Islam does it, he's scared. Makes no sense. I agree with you. I agree with you, MMA fighter. You know what I mean? Like I said in the beginning of this live, I think Chael Sonnen is wrong for saying that Islam Makhachev is afraid of Ilia Topuria. No, these guys are fighters, guys. Most likely, the reason why Islam Makhachev moved up is because he wants to, he wants his own legacy. And not only does he want to write his own legacy, but I bet he's tired of cutting that weight. The guy walks around at almost 200 pounds, if not more. So I don't think Islam Makhachev is afraid of anybody. Okay, first time we disagree. It was bound to happen eventually, bro. Shavkat and Chimaev both had this aura of invincibility before those fights, and those fights made them look more human. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I agree. I agree with you with that one when it comes to the whole making them look human part of things. I totally agree. But then when you look at what Chimaev did to Robert Whitaker, the Reaper of the middleweight division, former champion, of the division, when you see what Chimaev was able to do to Robert Whitaker, the Reaper, that makes you question things. That makes you like, oh my God, that guy is an animal. That guy is a killer. But that's my thought. What most dangerous division? What most dangerous division? The most dangerous? Are you asking me about if what MMA fighter? Are you asking me what is the most dangerous division? Is that what you're asking me? Now, oh wait, somebody. Okay, Tony is one of my favorites too. Many. Let's go. I hear you. I hear you. I love Tony, man. Now Topuria has officially more nicknames than title defenses. Respect. Ah, that's a good point. That is a good point, MMA fighter. Saying Islam is scared of Ilya is like saying a firefighter is scared of fire. Sure, but that doesn't mean he ain't gonna do his job. Retroflux, man, that's a good way of analyzing things. I like that. I like that, Retroflux. I like the way you put that together. Yeah, I agree with you. Ilya Islam scared. To me, Islam, my dream will be two champions. You know what I mean? The whole aura and invincibility thing is also more of a casual thing. Eventually, logically, we know they are human, but that aura of invincibility made that hype a little more exciting as a viewer. Yeah, I agree with you, Max. I agree with you. I agree with you. You know what I mean? There's something about that, that aura, when a person comes in there and he just totally demolishes his opponent. Sort of like what Alex Pereira was doing, early on when he first came into the UFC. That aura, I totally understand where you're coming from. It definitely was exciting when I watched Alex Pereira, with his aura. But you know, yeah, Bobby Knuckles is no joke, and Chimaev did that. I'm telling you, man, Chimaev just took advantage of him and broke his face. Chill, man. Rob's teeth did him dirty in that fight. Them three musketeers turned on the homie. Islam Makhachev has 8 finishes in his last 9 fights, and people still call him boring. Hell no. MMA fighter, I don't know who's calling Islam Makhachev boring. Whoever's calling Islam Makhachev boring, they should be backhand. All right. And then after backhanding them, they have to toss somebody's salad. Honestly. Honestly. Because if you're talking that much, you need some shit in your mouth. All right. Point blank, period. I don't know how I come up with these things in my head, bro. But that shit came out raw. Straight freestyle. That's crazy. What the hell? I was like, oh my gosh. But I agree with you, man. I agree. Islam is definitely not boring. Did you guys watch that fight with Dustin Poirier? definitely an entertaining fight from beginning to end, man. Um, who is who is win Islam or Kamza in 170? I say Islam. No, I'm sorry about that. I say Chimaev. I mean, I don't know. That's a good one. I don't know, man. MMA fight. That's a good. I don't know, man. That's a good one. That's a good take. That's a good take. I don't know. I don't know that one, man. I don't know. I have to really, really think about that one because right now I'm in the middle. I'm in the middle. Yeah, that when Chimaev was beating guys nonstop, the hype train they call it. Yeah, Max, the hype train. I agree. I agree. I agree. But he's still undefeated. You know what I mean? He's still, packing on them wins. You know, I'll take Chimaev over Islam at 170. Max, I think so too. Yeah, I think I'll take Chimaev as well. I think Chimaev he's just a monster, and his wrestling is phenomenal. So I agree with you, Max. MMA fighter, I'm going with Chimaev. I think Islam versus Dustin was the fight of the year. Hell yeah, Retroflex. That was definitely the fight of the year. Are you kidding me right now? That was exciting from beginning to end. That fight was fucking a banger. Yo, Kamzat would win. Man is too big and has a ton of skill. He definitely has a ton of skill, man. So I'm gonna have to, reevaluate and say that Chimaev will beat Islam at 170 if that fight ever did happen. I just think Chimaev is a killer. He's a monster, and he has every ability to finish the fight. That is his main goal. His main goal isn't to, go 5 rounds and, bring the judges to a decision or a split decision. The guy looks to kill you and kill you fast. And that's what I like, man. That's what I really like. He's entertaining. Yo, Kama will win. Who y'all got at 170? Shavkat or Chimaev? I'm going with Chimaev. I'm going with Chimaev all day. I'm leaning towards Chimaev. Yeah, I'm leaning towards Chimaev, man. But Kamzat is a wrestler. Yeah, he is. He is, but still. But still. But anyways, guys, like and subscribe if you are new to the channel, guys, okay? Like and subscribe if you are new to the channel. It takes minimal effort to give me the thumbs up, so you might as well do it, guys. Thank you for supporting independent MMA media, guys. And don't forget to click that bell notification, guys. It keeps us all connected in this beautiful community. And like I said, thank you for the support. I cannot do this without you guys. Really, I can't. So continuously, uh, come back to the channel, come back in the chats. You guys are awesome. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Like, share, and click the bell notification, guys. I'm out of here. It's been a good one bantering with you guys. I'm most likely going to get back on later on today or early Saturday morning. And that's most likely when I'll give you my UFC fight predictions, okay? But anyways, guys, you guys have a good one. Have a great Friday. Have a great weekend. Until then, peace, one love. Y'all have a good one. I'm out, y'all.